Hey everybody, Joe here with the Idaho Prepper channel, and today I thought I'd do a quick video on how to store your ammunition in a cache long-term underground. So this is the cache I'm going to be storing my ammo in. I did a video, if you hadn't seen it before, where you can make one of these caches yourself. They're super airtight and waterproof. I did an extensive test and review on these. I submerged them underwater for 48 hours and I didn't get a single drop of water in here. So if you want to check that out and that video out and see how to make one of these yourself, I'll make sure to leave a link in the description where you can check out that video. So these are the bags that I'm going to be using to keep my ammo in. These are poly VCI armor bags. I'll also leave a link in the description where you can order these, but they're actually the perfect size and as far as working in conjunction with one of these caches. So these, I'm not quite sure obviously what the technology is with these. I have a suspicion that they're probably charged with zinc or something, but the idea, the technology with these is that it keeps whatever metal components you keep inside of them from corroding or from succumbing to electrolysis. So the idea with these bags isn't to really keep what's in here airtight, but it's just to keep what's in here from corroding. So that's these are the bags I'm using to keep my ammo in. So I already went ahead and filled up 3 bags. So I have a bag of 5.56 ammo, I have a bag of 22 ammo, and then I have a bag of 9mm ammo. And then of course I have 3 30-round magazines that are loaded and ready to go. So this is everything that I'm going to be putting inside here, and I already kind of like put it together, made sure it fits nice and tight in here. But what I am going to do, since I already have the ammo in these bags and separated, I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick, because I'm going to put all 3 of these bags in one bag right here. So I'll show you basically how to do it. It's super easy. You just basically figure out how much bag you want and then cut it. And we're just going to tie a knot at the end like this. And then we're just going to start putting our ammo inside the bag. All right, so there it is. I got all the ammo basically nice and packed up in this bag. So we're gonna go ahead and just place that. Well, actually, let me tie a knot first. What else is nice about these bags and doing it this way in this cache is I can just place them in here like that, and then it gives me like a little ear to basically pull the whole bag out. And then I'll go ahead, put the 3 mags in here, and then what I'm gonna do is take some rags and just put them on the top. That way it just keeps it like nice and packed and fills up the last 2 inches I had of room on the top of this cache. All right, so now that I got all the ammo put into this cache, I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these 2000 cc oxygen absorbers right on top, just for good measure, to keep everything nice. And actually I'm gonna put it below the rags here, but I'm gonna put that in there just to keep as much oxygen out as possible. And then the last thing I'm gonna do before I put this lid on is I'm just gonna basically take a little bit of this universal grease here and grease these threads. So there's 2 reasons why I'm doing this. One is it really helps with the waterproofing of this cap. And 2, it makes it a lot easier to get off. So it's one thing that a lot of people don't keep in mind, is that if you're in an emergency situation and you have to go out and try to recover or retrieve one of these caches, and you don't have like a wrench with you, and let's say you just put some Teflon tape on here and crank this thing down, it's going to be incredibly difficult, if not impossible, to unscrew this cap once it's on. I mean, even when I grease these and tighten it up really good, it's still pretty tricky to get these caps off. So something to keep in mind, and that's just kind of something I came up with these when I was making these caches here. So all right, so now we got everything nice and secure in this cache. I'm gonna go ahead, load it on the ATV, and take it out to my bug out location and get it buried. Okay, so I've determined my location, and one of the things that dawned on me, I forgot about, was because I'm in a very cold climate where I live. I want to make sure I actually don't bury this cache, because if I bury it, especially if I bury it too deep, I'm not going to be able to access it in the winter time when the ground is frozen. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and dig like a small kind of a trench cavity, put it inside of the trench, and then just layer it over with some twigs and branches. That way it's concealed, but I can still access it if I need to in the wintertime. All right, you guys, so that should about do it. As you can see, I have this pretty well covered. You cannot see this cache. I only put like an inch or two of this really loose ground material. That way it stays hidden during the summertime, and when the snow hits, it won't be so buried with ground material that I can't access it. So I also chose this location because it has this tree here and I have this bush here, and that will help prevent too much snow accumulating right here. So I should have no problem accessing this cache in the wintertime when snow is all over the ground. So yeah, I'm really happy how this turned out. And again, if there's any supplies or materials in this video that you are interested in, make sure to check out the description. I'll leave links in the description where you can get all this stuff. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and hit that thumbs up button. And until the next one, stay prepared.